My name is Selena Ward, and I'm 32 years old, standing in the sun-dappled backyard of our cozy bungalow in Austin, Texas, on May 15, 2025. The spring air hums with the scent of blooming jasmine and sizzling burgers, the lawn alive with the chatter of kids and the bounce of a rented castle for my nephew Micah's 10th birthday party. Balloons bob in the breeze, tables groan under plates of potato salad and cupcakes, and a piñata sways from an oak tree.
I'm the organizer, my clipboard a stidi an core, my heart a tangle of joy and setting anger.
My brother, Derek Ward, a 38-year-old black mechanic, beams as Micah tears into his gift, a dusty model car in a worn box. But moments ago, Mrs. Larson, a neighbor and PTA mom, snickered with her clique, whispering loudly, "That cheap toy?" Derek couldn't spring for something better. Their giggles, sharp as glass, pierced the festive hum, Micah's smile faltering, Derek's jaw tightening, and cousin Kayla's eyes narrowing. The racial undertone, assuming Derek's modest gift reflects lesser worth, stings like salt in a wound. They see me as a part-time event planner, unaware I'm a vintage car appraiser with ties to Mr. Caldwell, a renowned auto historian. In my purse, a phone with Caldwell's contact pulses like a vow, igniting my plan to unveil the model's true value, a rare 1960s Shelby Cobra replica, and silence Larson's prejudice, not to shatter her, but to lift our family's pride. This wound didn't start today, it's rooted deep in our Austin soil. Growing up in East Austin was a vibrant mosaic of grit and grace. My parents, Mom, a seamstress with nimble fingers, and Dad, a bus driver with a warm laugh, crafted a life of love, public schools where I sketched car designs, church potlucks where we danced to Marvin Gaye, a backyard where fireflies lit our dreams. I was the dreamer, restoring toy cars in our shed, my appraisals at garage sales earning neighbors' nods. Derek, my big brother, was my rock, his wrench turning dreams into reality, his garage a haven for broken engines. But in our subdivision, where Larson's pristine lawn met her pursed lips, our family's warmth was a spark she sought to snuff. Her complaints, our messy driveway, Derek's noisy repairs, were a prelude to today's scorn. The first cut came at 12. I restored a model Mustang for a school craft fair, its curves gleaming with care. At a family picnic, I displayed it, craving Mom's praise. She was cheering Derek's football catch, her eyes elsewhere. A teacher sniffed, "Cute hobby," favoring a classmate's painting.
I hit my model, the ache a kvit kohl, a patan la zons laukhaterte de fand into flame.
In high school, I shone, earning a scholarship to UT Austin for art history, my car appraisals winning local auctions. But family gatherings dimmed my light beside Derek's mechanical feats or Kayla's track medals. At 16, I valued a 1950s Chevy at a swap meet, raising $3,000 for a youth camp, featured in the Austin Chronicle.
At Christmas, Kayla's college offer stole the show, my appraisal a whisper.
"Just car stuff, Selena," Dad teased, his grin kind but distant.
I swore to reise, my passion for vintage cars a blatzing forge.
After UT, I joined a vintage auto firm in 2020, climbing to $90,000 by 2025, forging ties with Mr. Caldwell, whose Shelby expertise shaped my craft. I kept my clout quiet, planning family events like Micah's birthday, where Derek's love shone through handmade gifts. Larson's clique, affluent neighbors with PTA sway, mocked Derek's box, assuming his mechanic's wages meant lesser effort. Their snickers, as Micah held the model, were a racist jab, dismissing our family's worth. This party, Micah's day, is my breaking point. I arrived at 9 a.m., stringing streamers, firing up grills, the lawn a canvas of love. Larson's clique, arriving at noon, whispered by the bounce house, their laughter a cold blade. Kayla, a nurse with fire in her veins, pulls me aside, her whisper fierce, "They're wrong, Selena.
Derek's gift is gold. What's your move?"
I confide my plan, voice a low ember, "I'll call Caldwell to appraise Micah's car, make them see." Her nod is iron, "Light it up, Selena." Larson's bias scorched us, but my phone holds Caldwell's contact, a flare to reveal the Shelby's worth. The cul-de-sac's eyes, neighbors like Mr. Torres who smiled earlier, now flicker with curiosity, a stage set for truth. My firm's appraisals, from rusty Fords to gleaming Corvettes, sharpen my edge, but Larson's PTA clout demands precision. Micah's grin, clutching the model, and Derek's quiet pride fuel my resolve. They laughed at our love, but I'll ensure this cheap gift roars, proving our family's worth against their prejudice. May 16, 2025, rises with a gentle spring dawn over Austin's East Austin, the soft light filtering through the blinds of my bungalow's living room, a haven of resolve with scattered sketchpads, a humming laptop, and a steaming mug of hibiscus tea. Yesterday's sting from Micah's 10th birthday party still throbs. Mrs. Larson and her PTA clique's cruel laughter at my brother Derek's gift, a dusty model car they mocked as cheap, cut deep into our family's pride. Their racist snickers, assuming Derek, a black mechanic, offered less because of his means, dimmed Micah's grin and shadowed Derek's quiet devotion. I'm Selena Ward, a 32-year-old vintage car appraiser earning $90,000, my heart a crucible of fury and hope, my clipboard traded for a phone pulsing with Mr. Caldwell's contact, a renowned auto historian who mentored my craft. Today, I'm plotting to have Caldwell authenticate Micah's model, a potential 1960s Shelby Cobra replica, and unveil its worth at a neighborhood car show, silencing Larson's prejudice. Her mockery wounded us, but I'm carving a path to make Derek's gift raw, not for vengeance, but to polish our family's dignity to a mirror shine. The past 24 hours have been a whirlwind of grit and strategy. After Larson's giggles and Micah's faltering smile, I soothed Derek under the oak tree, his calloused hands clutching the empty gift box, his pain a silent storm. My East Austin roots, restoring toy cars, facing cute hobby slights, fuel my plan to email Caldwell, whose expertise in Shelbys could confirm the model's rarity. My firm's $20,000 appraisal contracts give me clout, but time is a vice. Caldwell's in Austin only until tomorrow for a vintage rally. Larson's influence festers. She posted on the neighborhood app, calling Derek's gift tacky, her clique amplifying it with likes, a veiled jab at our family's worth. My phone buzzes with Kayla's text, Micah's quiet, Selena. Larson's post is spreading.
What's the move?
I reply, lunch, 1 p.m., Franklin barbecue. I'm on it. Her response, you're our spark. Ignite it. At 10 a.m., I scour auction records, my laptop open to Shelby Cobra specs, 1960s replicas fetch $5,000 in mint condition, bolstering my pitch to Caldwell. A knock interrupts. Nia, my firm's assistant, her tablet flashing car show plans, her voice urgent, the show's next week, but Larson's PTA group's emailing parents, hinting your events are low budget. They're loud. Act fast. My jaw clenches, Larson's bias a creeping frost, her cheap jab a barrier to Micah's pride. Draft Caldwell's invite, I say, handing Nia his contact.
Il handle Larson. Nias Not is stidi, my plan a ember in the Schill.
At 1 p.m., I stride into Franklin barbecue, its smoky air thick with brisket and molasses, wooden tables worn smooth by Austin's heart. Kayla, in her nurse's scrubs, sits at a corner booth, her iced tea sweating, eyes fierce. Derek's hurt Selena. Larson's post has parents whispering, your play. I lay out my strategy, email Caldwell to appraise Micah's model at the car show, reveal its Shelby Cobra value, and confront Larson's bias with a petition at a PTA meeting next week. Go fierce, Kayla urges, slicing cornbread, her voice molten. She thinks we're less, show Derek's gift is priceless. I recall Larson's smirk, her racism a public wound.
Phones locket, I sei, my voice a stidi flare. Caldwell knows my Eier.
Kayla's grin is a torch, you're Micah's shield, Selena.
Back at my bungalow, I kraft an email to Caldwell, my fingers trembling, Larsons Laukhater a splinter in my tukukts.
The car show, set for May 22nd at Zilker Park, is Micah's stage, a chance to rewrite our family's narrative. I text party guests, join our car show for Micah, May 22nd, 4 p.m. celebrate his gift. Kayla replies, we're all in. Larson's post looms, shared by her PTA allies, painting us as tasteless, but my phone holds Caldwell's number, a lifeline. The subdivision's whispers grow. Mr. Torres, who waved yesterday, now pauses at his fence, caught in Larson's chill. Her clique's emails, once petty, now wield PTA clout, hinting at budget cuts for community events like mine, a threat to our celebrations. Micah's quiet play with the model this morning, his fingers tracing its curves, weighs heavy, his joy bruised by their scorn. My firm's appraisals, Fords to Corvettes, hone my precision, but Larson's sway tests it. Nia's research reveals her PTA presidency, her husband's real estate ties boosting her voice. Kayla's intel from hospital co-workers uncovers Lawson's history, snubs against black-owned vendors at school fairs, quality pretexts for exclusion. I study the model's box, its faded Shelby logo a clue, my plan to make Caldwell's verdict louder than her lies. The show must draw the street, from Torres's porch to the kids' bike paths, to melt her frost. Lawson branded Derek's love cheap, but I'll ensure this model's worth roars through Austin, a testament to our family's pride against her prejudice. May 22, 2025, pulses with a warm spring dusk over Austin's Zilker Park, the sprawling green alive with the growl of polished engines and the tang of chrome wax, as vintage cars gleam under strings of Edison bulbs for the annual car show. I'm Selena Ward, a 32-year-old vintage car appraiser earning $90,000, standing by a velvet-draped table, my heart revving like a V8, my phone burning with a text from Mr. Caldwell, the auto historian whose Shelby Cobra expertise is my ace. A week ago, at my nephew Micah's 10th birthday, Mrs. Lawson and her PTA clique sneered at my brother Derek's gift, a dusty model car branded cheap, their racist laughter dimming Micah's joy and Derek's pride as a black mechanic. They see me as a mere party planner, oblivious to my clout with Caldwell. Yesterday, Lawson's email to parents, slamming my events as lacking class, threatened the show's $2,000 funding. Tonight, with Micah clutching his model, I'm poised for Caldwell to unveil it as a 1960s Shelby Cobra replica worth $5,000, and to confront Lawson's bias at a PTA meeting tomorrow, not to crush her, but to make our family's worth roar like a classic engine. The past week has been a crucible of grit and fire. After Lawson's tacky post on the neighborhood app, I emailed Caldwell, leveraging my firm's $20,000 appraisal contracts to secure his presence. He confirmed the model's potential rarity, but Lawson's influence thickened. She rallied PTA allies, pushing to cut my budget, her quality excuse a veiled jab at our black roots. Kayla's intel revealed neighbors like Mr. Torres wavering, chilled by Lawson's frost. My phone pings with Kayla's text, Micah's tense, Selena.
Lawson's hier, whispering.
Ready. I reply, 4 p.m., Zilker.
VLL Thunder.
Her response, you're our spark. Ignite it. At 2 p.m., I met Caldwell beside his '65 Mustang, its cherry red curves glinting, his tweed cap sharp as he examined Micah's model, its faded lines whispering history. This is a 1965 Shelby Cobra replica, one of 500, he said, drafting a $5,000 appraisal letter. Nia, my assistant, texted, Larson's email calls the show gaudy. PTA's split, Torres backs you, but others wobble. Prep tight. My jaw clenches, Larson's prejudice a bitter wind, her cheap jab a steel wall to Micah's pride. At 4 p.m., the show roars, 400 attendees circling Corvettes and Thunderbirds, their chrome winking under dusk. Micah, in a blue hoodie, stands by his display, its velvet cloth showcasing his model, Derek in his mechanic's jacket, his pride a quiet glow. Lawson, in a cream blazer, lurks with her clique, her smirk a blade. Caldwell mounts the stage, voice like polished steel. Micah Ward's gift is a 1965 Shelby Cobra replica, one of 500, valued at $5,000, a treasure of craftsmanship. The crowd gasps, cameras flashing, Micah's grin blazing, Derek's eyes glistening. This reflects a father's love, Caldwell adds, his gaze piercing Lawson, her smirk collapsing like a stalled engine. I grip my phone, Lawson's email a fading wisp, my resolve a thundering pistons. The moment lingers, the crowd's applause a wave washing over our family, kids crowding Micah to see the model, their chatter drowning Lawson's whispers. Torres, once hesitant, claps Derek's shoulder, his nod firm, that's no toy, man. Neighbors snap photos, the Shelby's curves gleaming under bulbs, its value a beacon against Lawson's scorn. My firm's appraisals, Fords to Ferraris, sharpen my edge, but Lawson's PTA clout looms, her husband's real estate ties fueling her sway. Kayla's fierce glance from the crowd, Nia's steady hand on her tablet, keep me grounded, their support a spark in the dusk. At 7 p.m., I stride into Austin High's library for the PTA meeting, its oak shelves heavy with books, 50 parents packed into folding chairs under fluorescent glare. Lawson, poised, projects her email, decrying wasteful events. I take the mic, voice a clear blaze. Lawson mocked Derek's $5,000 Shelby Cobra gift for his race, wounding our kids. Caldwell's appraisal proves its worth, This petition demands PTA fairness. I raise 15 signatures. Torres is bold, parents murmuring, some cheering, Derek nodding, Nia filming. PTA chair Ms. Rivera scribbles notes, her eyes keen. Larson stands, voice a jagged spark. This is a stunt, Selena. Your show's flashy. Derek's toy doesn't justify waste. Her clique nods, a parent frowning, murmurs rippling. Her jab, echoing my cute youth, sears, but I'm armed, Nia sliding me 10 parent letters praising Micah's spirit, decrying bias. These demand equity, I say, projecting names. Caldwell's appraisal is verified, check auction records. The room surges, Rivera calling a vote, review Larson's actions? 5 of 7 raise hands, Larson's glare a dying coal, her clique mute. The vote passes, an inquiry launched, Larson's sway fracturing. Micah hugs me, eyes alight, my car's awesome, Aunt Selena.
Derek grips my Hand, Jumade US-Schiene.
My East Austin slights, once embers, fuel this victory. My phone holds Caldwell's text, the Shelby a lighthouse. Larson's bias lingers, she's rallying PTA allies, hinting at standards. But the show's roar and the meeting's shift blaze our path. Kayla's nod, Nia's camera, and Torres's clap anchor me. The subdivision's frost thaws, kids bike past, parents wave, but Larson's real estate ties demand vigilance. Micah's model, polished today, gleams in my mind, a spark for tomorrow's stand. Larson called our love cheap, but this Shelby's worth will echo through Austin, a testament to our family's pride. May 29, 2025, shimmers with a golden spring dawn over Austin's East Austin, our bungalow's backyard a quiet haven, its air laced with blooming jasmine and the faint hum of morning traffic. I'm Selena Ward, a 32-year-old vintage car appraiser earning $90,000, standing on the porch, heart steady yet ablaze, my phone buzzing with an Austin Chronicle article, Boys $5,000 Shelby Cobra stuns car show. Last week's Zilker Park car show, where Mr. Caldwell unveiled Micah's model as a 1965 Shelby Cobra replica worth $5,000, shattered Mrs. Larson's racist mockery of my brother Derek's cheap birthday gift for his son. My speech at the PTA meeting, exposing Larson's bias, sparked a 5-2 vote to investigate her actions, denting her clout. Yesterday, the PTA issued Larson a formal reprimand, curbing her sway. Today, with Micah's model gleaming on our mantle, I'm forging a path to solidify our triumph at a community picnic, countering Larson's fading prejudice and uniting our subdivision, not to ruin her, but to make our family's pride a beacon that outshines her scorn. The past week has been a forge of resilience and reckoning. After Larson's email decrying my gaudy show, I rallied neighbors, leveraging my firm's $20,000 appraisal contracts to amplify Caldwell's verdict. The PTA's inquiry found Larson's remarks inappropriate, recommending sensitivity training, her influence unraveling. Her app post, hinting at standards reforms, stirred whispers, but neighbors like Mr. Torres shared the Chronicle's story, 15,000 views, melting her chill. My phone pings with Kayla's text, Micah's glowing, Selena. Larson's quiet, but her clique's muttering.
Picknick Tonicht.
I reply, 6 p.m., our yard. We'll shine. Her response, you're our engine. Rev it up. At 10 a.m., I review auction logs, my laptop open to Shelby Cobra sales, confirming the model's $5,000 value to bolster my picnic speech. Nia arrives, her tablet flashing picnic plans, her voice eager. The Chronicle wants a Micah feature, 20,000 views. Torres is bringing tacos, Rose's baking flan.
Larson's clique is silent.
My chest eases, Larson's bias a wilting frost, her cheap jab a faint echo.
Spritze invites, Isai, handing Nia flürs. Il prep Derek. Nias Not is Firse, our Plan A spark in the dawn.
At 1 p.m., I visit Derek at his garage, its air thick with oil and rubber, his wrench glinting as he tunes a Chevy. Micah, in a blue cap, polishes the model, eyes bright. Folks at school love my car, Aunt Selena, he says, Derek smiles soft. I outline my strategy, rally neighbors at the picnic, present Caldwell's letter and a petition with 20 signatures, and push for PTA budget equity to fund inclusive events. Go bold, Kayla urges, joining us, her scrubs crisp. Larson tried to dim us, show Derek's gift is gold. I recall Larson's smirk, her racism a public scar.
Phones Sekure, Isai, my voice die die Blatze.
The picnic's our stage. Derek's grip is firm, you're our voice, Selena. At 3 p.m., I stop by Torres's house, his porch festooned with chili peppers, his grin wide, Micah's a star, Selena. My tacos are for him. Rosa, tending her roses, signs the petition, her tale of Larson snubs against black vendors at school fairs fueling my resolve. Their support, once wavering, counters Larson's shadow, her reprimand quelling her PTA allies, though whispers linger. She's lobbying for a budget vote to limit extravagant events. My firm's appraisals, from rusty relics to gleaming classics, sharpen my aim, but Larson's real estate ties loom, her husband's clout a lingering threat. At 6 p.m., the backyard thrums, 80 neighbors mingling, kids chasing fireflies, tables laden with tacos, flan, and Derek's ribs. Micah, in his hoodie, displays the Shelby, neighbors snapping photos. I take the mic, voice a clear spark. Larson mocked Derek's $5,000 Shelby Cobra for his race, wounding Micah. Caldwell's appraisal and your support prove our worth. This petition demands PTA equity.
I Reise 20 Signatures, Torres cheering, Rosa clapping, Derek beaming.
Kayla films, Nia nods, the Chronicle's reporter jotting notes. Larson, absent, sent an email conceding missteps, her clique subdued, their whispers faint. Rivera, the PTA chair, attends, nodding, we're revising budgets for fairness. The crowd roars, kids crowding Micah, his model a star under lanterns. Torres raises a glass, to Micah's car.
Rosa hooks Derek, Jure our pride.
The picnic's glow, fireflies, jazz, laughter, drowns Larson's frost, the petition sealing our stand. Kayla pulls me aside, you shifted the street, Selena, but Larson circling, her email hints at a budget fight.
My East Ostens lights, once embers, Blatze this victory.
My phone holds Caldwell's text, the Shelby a lighthouse. Larson's bias lingers, she's rallying real estate allies, resisting equity, but the picnic's fire and the PTA's shift fuel our resolve. Torres's tacos, Rosa's flan, and Micah's grin anchor me.
The Subdivisionsschilfades, Parents Wev, Kids Bike Freely, but Lasons klaut Demands Vigilance.
Derek's gift, polished today, gleams in my mind, a spark for the final stand. Larson called our love cheap, but this Shelby's worth will thunder through Austin, a testament to our family's pride. June 5, 2025, bathes Austin's East Austin in a radiant summer glow, our bungalow's backyard a lively stage for a community car-themed festival, its air thick with the sizzle of brisket, the strum of a blues guitar, and the laughter of kids racing toy cars across a makeshift track. Balloons sway, tables brim with watermelon and pecan pie, celebrating my nephew Micah Ward, whose $5,000 Shelby Cobra model became a neighborhood legend. Last week's picnic, where I, Selena Ward, a 32-year-old vintage car appraiser earning $90,000, rallied neighbors with Mr. Caldwell's appraisal, cemented our triumph over Mrs. Larson's racist mockery of my brother Derek's cheap birthday gift for Micah. The PTA's reprimand and budget equity reforms, sparked by my petition with 20 signatures, clipped Larson's wings. Yesterday, Larson resigned from the PTA presidency, her influence shattered. Tonight, with Micah's model framed on our porch, I'm weaving a final tapestry of healing, uniting our subdivision and affirming our family's worth, not to bury Larson, but to make our pride a V8 roar that echoes through Austin's heart. The past week has been a crucible of unity and redemption. After Larson's standards email stirred PTA allies, I leaned on my firm's $20,000 appraisal contracts, amplifying the Austin Chronicle story, 25,000 views, of Micah's Shelby. The PTA's reforms, boosting inclusive event funding, warmed the street. Neighbors like Torres shared the article, drowning Larson's tacky post. Her resignation letter, citing personal reasons, sealed her retreat, though whispers of her real estate allies lingered. My phone buzzes with Kayla's text, Micah's a star, Selena.
Larsons Gone. Festival Tonicht.
I reply, 6 p.m., our yard.
Let's soar.
Her response, you're our spark plug.
Born bricht.
At 10 a.m., I draft a grant proposal, my laptop open to Unity Networks funds. $30,000 now, fueled by car show buzz, for a $5,000 STEM scholarship in Micah's name. Nia arrives, her tablet glowing with festival plans, her voice thrilled, The Chronicles featuring Micah, 30,000 views. Rosa's grilling, Torres is DJing.
Lasons cliques mute.
My chest lifts, Larson's bias a faded chill, her cheap jab a distant hum. Spread the invites, I say, handing Nia posters.
Il prep Mika.
Nia's grin is a flare, I'll plan a high-octane blaze. At 1 p.m., I visit Derek at his garage, it's air-sharp with oil and sparks, his wrench dancing over a Ford's engine.
Mika, in a blue cup, sketches Ratzekas, Eis alight.
Kids at school call my Shelby epic, he says, Derek's smile wide. I share the scholarship plan, Derek's hug fierce, Kayla joining us, her scrubs crisp, you made us proud, Selena. My folder, once holding Caldwell's contact, now brims with neighbor letters. Torres lauding Derek's grit, Rosa decrying Larson's vendor snubs. The Chronicles headline, Micah's Shelby steals Austin's heart, trends, neighbors texting support, even Mrs. Hayes, once Larson's ally, nodding at her fence. At 3 p.m., I stop by Rosa's house, her roses blooming, her laugh warm, my briskets for Micah, Selena. Torres, tuning his speakers, signs a STEM pledge, his story of Larson's quality jabs at school fairs fueling my fire. Their warmth, once cautious, buries Larson's frost, her resignation quelling her real estate clout, though whispers hint she's moving away. My firm's appraisals, rusty relics to gleaming classics, steal my resolve, but Larson's shadow lingers, her allies eyeing the PTA vote. At 6 p.m., the backyard pulses, 100 neighbors dancing, kids racing toy cars, the blues guitar weaving through chatter. Micah, in a hoodie, unveils a STEM poster beside his framed Shelby, neighbors snapping photos. I speak, voice a clear spark, Larson's bias mocked Derek's $5,000 Shelby Cobra, but Micah's spirit and your unity proved our worth.
This scholarship builds our kids' dreams. I reise the petition, Torres cheering, Rosa clapping, Derek beaming.
Nia films, Kayla nods, Rivera pledging PTA funds for STEM. The crowd roars, kids mobbing Micah, his model a star under stars. Larson's absence, her house dark across the street, marks her fall, the PTA's reforms. $10,000 for inclusive events, a new dawn. Kayla pulls me aside, you rewrote our street, Selena.
Mika's free.
I recall my East Austin slights, my cute models, now fueling this triumph.
My phone Holz Kaltweltstext, the Shelby A Konstellation.
By June 12, Larson moves out, Rivera leads the PTA, Micah mentors STEM kids, Derek's garage thrives, my firm's fund hits $40,000. I stand by the oak tree, phone in hand, my legacy not just $40,000, but a family lifted, a subdivision reborn, Micah's Shelby a beacon against prejudice's shadow.
Caldwell emails, Jure unstoppable. My UT dreams, Anse dimmet, born eternal, a testament to love.
The street once chilled, hums as one, Torres's beats, Rosa's brisket, Kayla's grin, Micah's sketches, a chorus of worth, our family's pride a timeless roar. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your stories of pride and justice below, and if this tale resonated, give it a thumbs up.
Love shines from scorns as his.